South Africa was a country of our ancestors, and coming back to South Africa, to our ancestral land in the year 1990 was like a dream come true. Being on an aeroplane from Namibia to South Africa, seeing the ground from the clouds above, was a year of great lifetime experience. But here we are in Kimberley at a settlement called Platfontein. My name is Moshe Maghundu, and I was born in the year 1983, the 1st of January. I was born in Namibia and I grew up in Namibia. Everything of me happened in Namibia. So before I'm going to start, I just quickly want to introduce the people with whom I am here. This one is Masako Ndumba, a sister-in-law of mine. And this one is my wife, Rena Maghundu. And she is Masinda Kachimberi, the mother of Masako Ndumba. So currently we are just going to speak about everything that happened in Namibia and all the difficulties, everything that we got involved in. But our focus point is going to be my life and our life, stuff like this.
Bagan kesuri ati kuata mte kuata kien kara agte tangu khujutsu khabo ngom tente ame klata kesuri he kun kata bagan roske ame klasa suri ati kun ai ati siete no ate aite he kuri titwa hino tikikia ho kwari ene am kuri ame kwana ma hasa anya he chala disai ko te nga sai ko ti kwa chala disai he tiko akate he mara tu ko te ko ko dina kia he akuri ni te ko an hambe he ho cha na kono jaraji ke jahaji janyo te tan kiri na mi bi fi ko ne ka cha ere ko ata siyete
khamna mi bi amange chamu ake khoji ni kiri ji ana tinkaji na akiriji angeta kwa akwa akiriji ngimushiga kwarasa ne angete sanda bya keteshi twanshi ange nambya shi kuita tinshika angete tenge miku kana
ya kwa kushina tigwama takunte ya gara he
ya
atate gara hono te akia tete na anka te toyat freshi ya takwa aki tete na takono te doi
ya
takotesi ana he hawana ha dirikadim an atesi aki ana hinga ohe anka otesi ana hi hampesi ya kwa tenji shawana ko chere shina kwa ntaka kulina kutende.
This is Platfontein where we are, and the Platfontein was formed from the year 2005-6 year there. And first we lived in Smetsdrev, whereby, you know, the settlement there, I think many people have heard about Smetsdrev, whereby people lived in tents and this kind of things. And when the heavy rain come, all these tents and furnitures were blown and people have to again rebuild stuff like that. So Platfontein after that was bought by the government, and the whole piece of ground was handed over to the CPA, and afterwards the RDP houses started to be built on this ground here, including the school. That is the only thing we know. Facilities, I cannot mention about any because we don't have any here. I don't think other people can live in the houses where we live. You know, when there is heavy rain, when it is heavy wind, you would see some of the particles of the cement. They call it a cement. I don't call it a cement. I would say it's sand that they used. So these things are falling onto us. The zinc is not of a good quality. And coming to the whole condition issue, I might also include the toilet system we have. A bucket. But underneath, it's a bag, and afterward we should have to move it and dig and bury it somewhere. It's not hygienic. I can tell you the truth today. The RDP houses we have today and the RDP houses people have in Kimberley, they have RDP houses of good quality. Really, we are clearly seeing that we have been discriminated here. Our values of being human is not been, it's not there. te ya hwanga ki te kai ko hwano te kai ko sanki ku sa na ko te kom sa mata ire a tse kwa ding bagani shuri ta kita ko te ta tsamsika
kinge shwe shano ai khwena nyamai tuna a hola ka twa tuna ba ta ka twa 1972 73 74 no twe he bagani ki ai he nyama khwi tawo khwena ana ko te tuna o me kha kange khona nge tuna bagani ki ai khona ai no tun khwena akia woin ha bagani ta khono te kam no shure he kokorona ka nyama to ke shure ta mate ata khwena thie na kwatino bagani ki 79 of 80 as ek no shure he nyam shere ta khono shure ande tama te anai be shure ko de ko cha si khuri khuri ne de wo ko twa ti o chi o ko
ya
shure ti ko ti ya wo kuri o ko ta te ko ta banum koin ko ta ata nyama ko de khate ko kama he ta khate hiana sia ko te mu ana ko shuba shure koin ko twa ti o be cha asi shure he khuri te cha jawa si ka kya inte jawa
Ngufota enle ketemo ngote shure te ko ngote chare ngo ko en ire ngote kana hono ama ko ti karo akam te kira ti kam te cham ko de ma hede ko
ya
ndeo sama 5 ta hunto kya ta ndo ta
ame mota ta
ame o ko di ma ti ho ko te botu ka ho ame ma kun ka si ke ta ko la ho ya tinta mo te no ai queria foto.
While we were still in Namibia, I and Rina were very small kids, and you know, in our tradition, sometimes they choose a wife or stuff like that for a person, and many were talking about us getting involved, but somehow in the year 1989, the whole issue of Namibians being transferred to Smedrev took place, and I remained, and Rina come over here. And what happened is I was alone and we could not write letters. The whole thing was poverty. I could not access letters. I could not even get stamps. There was no money for those kind of things. And after the year 2002, after my matric, I came to Windhoek for my theological studies. I sit there starting from 2003, 2004, 2005, and in the year 2006, I started getting access because I found her contact numbers and stuff like that. We started communicating and stuff like she could call me because she was working those days and I was a student and she could speak to me and I enjoyed this moment and we started rebuilding our relationship and I said, my goodness, if you could be there just waiting for me, why should I just have to be there and waste this opportunity? I decided that, okay, she is settled, she's working already, I'm not. So let me just rather come over to South Africa, leaving the other things. We got married the 7th of December 2006. But from that time onwards till 2009, I could not get work. It was difficult because I did not have any ID documents, any documents for South Africa. I had my visa. But with a visa, you cannot access anything. I had challenges like when I go and apply for a work, they tell me I must go and get a work permit. When I go to Home Affairs, they say I must go to my employers so that they have to give me a letter of employment, then they will give me visa. So it was vice versa. I was just in the middle. Always I was disappointed. I kept on not having this work. And my wife was the only person who was the source of income. So it was really frustrating for me until a green light came in to me when I saw an advertisement of this post that I'm working as a librarian and the archivist. They advertised that they need somebody here at XKFM. They've got a budget, but they want somebody who have got matric and qualities in audio and stuff like that. And additionally, they want somebody with a driver's license.
In 2000 het die regering een radiostatie voor ons ingebracht. Dit was aan die Kron en Kwe gemeenschap aan die taal gegeven. Maar Afrikaans wordt als oorbreggingstaal gebruikt. Toen is onmiddellijk uitgezaaid dat hulle 'n vrouwmens zoek om te gaan studeren in een radioloopbaan. Ik heb nu 2 jaar lang nou dat huis gezet en niks gedaan. Ik heb werk gezocht, ik heb niet gekregen. Dat ik maar die geleentheid vat, toen ik gaan studeren voor de radioproductie. in die Nationale Electronic Media Institute in Zuid-Afrika, in Johannesburg. Toen kom ik terug in SABC om mijn internship te doen. Toen adverteerde ik post als een technical producer. En ik was ook bang om de aanzoek in te zetten, want dit was een manswerk eindelijk. Maar ik heb gezegd, nee, laat ik maar proberen. Als een mansmens dit kan doen, ik kan ook dit doen. Want ik heb zwaar hout gedraaid en het is bijna ver van die bos af, dan breng ik huis toe. So, hoe zwaar kan hierdie equipment wees voor mij?
And I was thinking, it is RBF, and what is going to happen? My wife is already working in that same department. Are they going to consider me? Thanks to her also, I had a little of those things. She trained me at home. She showed me how to do those kind of things. So yeah, all the honor goes to her. She really trained me. And I started on the 1st of February, just this last month. So, but the good thing of this work is that I was permanently employed in this. I do library, and what I also do is archiving, recorded stories, oral stories that have been recorded. I take those stories, I edit them, and I have to document them into the XKFM archive so that it have to be accessed into future users.
Als die radiostasie niet daar was, nie, van weens hierdie situaties, die gesukkelerij en die armoede, het ons ouers nou lang al opgehou om stories te vertellen. Nou wordt stories opgenomen op band en dan wordt het in de radio gespeeld, kinderen horen dit, maar die probleem is, hulle kyk ook TVD's daar, dan meng hulle met hulle se takalani stories, diezelfde story wat die oude persoon vertel het. En als je vir hulle vra om een story te vertellen, dan is dit een andere story. So dit helpt ook met die taalontwikkeling.
Here at Platfontein, we have got really many challenges as young people. Platfontein is very poor, but out of that, I try to catch attention of the youth whereby I was, in the past years, I was elected as a chairperson of the youth. So what I do, I host meetings there, I speak to the young kids, especially I was focusing on the matrics, because they are the people who have to know about things like how to apply for a bursary, where to apply about these things. Even though I don't have these contacts, but with the little knowledge, I can help them how to apply. It is my dream that I have to keep them busy, not to go to these drunk places. But still, it is not enough. One person, there are no facilities, they still go to drink, yeah. Yeah. We have this person, me and my wife, whereby we gather children, and what we do, we arrange a party or a place where we have to go out with them. Last year, we were taking them to movies out of our own expenses. We took them to Barclays so that they have to go and have, time to, associate and have to be exposed to the other people who are at that park. So really, we have this, a dream that we really want to help the young people so that they have to know what is the world, how does the world out there look like, stuff like that. The years that I had been in Namibia, I was trained in theology, and that contains preaching and all those kind of things. I went up to my bachelor's level. So I was trained to preach and this kind of things. What is normally happening is that pastors from Kimberley, they come only Mondays. So it is not enough. We have got days like Wednesday, Fridays, so I'm just helping them in the days that they don't come. But yeah, it is a good thing. One of the things is that I speak into our language so everybody understands. I don't translate. So I think many people